Hey, what's up guys, this is Loma, and this video is going to be a little bit faster paced than normal. I'm not going to go through every single time frame. I'm just going to show you a couple coins, the setup, and that's it. Before we get into it, subscribe, like the video, do what you gotta do, and let's get started. Alright, so we got Uniswap on the 4 hour. Gonna go ahead and mark out the first key area. Okay, so this was just the bottom, right, from the highs. Bottom was tested here, here, and once again here. So safe to say we're at support. Ideally you'd get a long entry down here, right? So this area right here, you get the longs down here, but it doesn't seem like the market's giving us that. And there's a big difference between what you want and what the market is actually offering. So be sure that you're not asking for something that the market's not willing to give, because you're not getting filled. Alright, so now that you see that we're at support, now what, right? Buying support doesn't mean anything unless you have your timing right, okay? Because it could easily just sit here, right, for a fucking decade, and you pretty much suffer opportunity costs, right? Cost of where this capital could be allocated to give you some type of return. So I like using a trend line for that. It takes into account time as well. Time down here. Some people do fibs, some people do the fucking magic spiral shit. Some people do the the mathematics thing that looks like a conch shell. Whatever you want to do, go for it. I'm using a trend line here, and we have 3 touches. 1, 2, and 3. So from here, it looks like we're popping out of this trend line. Support's holding pretty well. Ethereum and the rest of the market's also holding pretty well. So I'm inclined to believe that this moves up, especially with version 3 coming out, which is just a network thing that they're releasing. I have no idea what it does or what the difference is. I just know it's a hyped speculative event, and I think price appreciates in that anticipation. So for this setup, I would look for something like this, right? So we have lows right here. I'm gonna keep a little bit of room for it to maybe, sweep the lows a little bit before going up. But overall, I think this is a pretty safe entry. Pretty wide stop with 20%, but you'll probably close out before that. Okay, so that would be the final target, just equal highs. Not really looking for too much. I don't think this is the alt season where you see climaxes and all the alt movements, but yeah, so these are the 2 areas I'd probably look at. Anywhere from $5 to $5.30 I would sell, right? So this is what I'm talking about right here. Somewhere in this area I'd probably cover half of my position, and then the rest, if we test the highs, you can take it out here. I would probably actually sell it just shy of that, because I feel like that's such an obvious level. So anywhere in here really would be a very good sell. Like, I would be comfortable selling my Uniswap at $7. It flips this level, you can always buy back in for price discovery. Next up is one of my favorites, YFI. Looking at the 12 hour here, just gonna mark out the neckline. So this is the neckline of the head and shoulders. If you don't know what that is, I'm gonna go ahead and attach a memo of it somewhere on the screen. Head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder, neckline. Okay, so a lot of people tend to sell the neckline, and I think that's one of the worst decisions you can possibly do. There's a lot of selling into this area, okay, and the problem is that people assume the break, right? As in, people assume that it's gonna follow through, retest maybe, and go down, okay? Because this is what you're kind of taught in like every fucking trading textbook, right? Oh look, my head and shoulders, it's gonna break, it's so beautiful. If anything, this looks like a trap, okay? With the market pumping, I have a hard time seeing YFI crash down to, what is this, 13k to 15k, around there, without some type of like whole market crash or some type of hack or scandal. It just doesn't make sense that the whole market would move up and YFI crashes here, if there's no real, black swan event or unhealthy market movements. Okay, so again, never short the neckline. All right, wait until the break, and then maybe go in a lower time frame, look for a retest, enter there. You might miss a couple percentages, but you save yourself a lot of fucking headache, right? There are a lot of people that shorted this. Big candle down, boom, pumping back up. All right, so everyone who shorted pretty much yesterday is underwater. So how I'm looking to play this is actually, I'm gonna wait. So I'm gonna wait for the daily to close, and ideally I want to see it close above, what is this, around 25.3, but I'd be more comfy if it closed maybe like 26k, right? So I would want something like, let me clean this up for you guys. So something along the lines of boom, right? Maybe test this wick right here, right? Get rejected down here, and then we move up. Okay, and so this would be my trigger right here, right? So a clean close above 25.5, ideally 26k, pull back, and then we move up. So using our long position pattern, it would look something like this, right? And you can probably target the highs if you like. I have a feeling that if this runs, it's gonna make new highs. Probably close some out around here just in case we get some type of double top movement. If you're very, very bearish, you can just, enter here and then take profit like somewhere up here, right? Kind of front running this area. You can do something like that, more power to you, but this would be the first trouble area, right? This is where if price were to tank, it would tank around here. So again, break out, maybe get rejected here, pull back into 25, 26k area. You can open along there, aim for the top. Okay, you can cover along the way, but final target's probably somewhere up here, if not all-time highs. All right, last coin for this video is Flamingo, FLM. So don't really know what it does. Not even gonna pretend like I do. I'm not gonna talk about the fundamentals, just gonna look at the chart. So this is a 30-minute chart, very limited price action. So don't expect, to see too much if you zoom out. Like if you zoom out, oh, nice. You have a one candle, right? Or you zoom out, woohoo, you got 3. So I'm gonna start on the 30 and let's see what we have. Okay, so 1, this looks like a basing structure right here where pretty violent move down, to be honest with you. So I assume that this listing dump, right, boom, is finding some type of bottom here, right? Look at basic, like you don't even have to look at a chart really, like you can just look at the numbers, like holy shit, it's dived from $1.18 down to 60 cents. Okay, pretty fucking violent drop, and then now it's just hovering at around 60 to 63 cents. So you can tell that price kind of found a bottom, right? Sellers are kind of done selling. Maybe there's another leg down, who knows? But I usually never assume the breakdown or the break up. Okay, that's just not my trading style. Some people do, more power to them. So what I see here is a coin that got listed, lots of hype, dumped violently. It's on negative funding right now, which means that shorts pay longs, and it seems like we found some type of base. And it wouldn't surprise me to see price kind of dribble around here for a little bit, okay, before making its way up. As far as I know, Flamingo is a legitimate product, and I do believe that most Binance listings have some type of spike after the initial listing dump. At least the ones that I've traded. So again, this looks like a bottoming structure to me, where price is just kind of consolidating, right? Maybe we'll get a leg up here for a reversal, but here are things that I want to see before we get into that. So one, this area here, I want to see it break above 65 cents. So I want to see it leg up, kind of turn this into support, and then reclaim this key area right here. So, all right, which is around 70 cents. Above 70 cents, this suddenly looks a lot better, right? I would be very comfortable calling this the bottom if we reclaim 70 cents. So for this, I have two entries. One on a flip of this level, right? And I would probably close if we fall back below. If we fall back into this consolidation, I would probably just close. Why? Opportunity cost, right? Just having your money tied to something that might move now, might move next week, might move next month is shitty, right? Think of XRP. XRP, a wonderful product, I'm sure, right? Didn't fucking move at all. Same with Tezos. I'm sure there's a use case for it, there's bakers, whatever the fuck, but it didn't move. And there's nothing worse than having your capital not move than when it's not moving and everything else is moving. Okay, so timing matters. All right, so entry one would be something like that. I would look for just the top right here. Not too confident that price is gonna make new highs or anything. Don't know this product fundamentally. Maybe it's really great and it does, but I'm not really looking for home runs here. So again, first entry is a break and close above 65 cents, around there, okay? And you can always add on the second entry. So the second entry would be something like this, where it reclaims the 69-70 cent area, and then you can put your stop below that area, right? Okay, so R&R is about the same. You can target higher if you want. This wouldn't be a bad area as well, but again, that's up to you. It's how you read the market when the time comes, right? If it hits this area and say every other fucking coin dumps, maybe take some, aggressive profits here, right? In such a correlated market, it's very foolish to not use other assets that could be leading, could be lagging as confluence. So yeah, these are my two setups for Flamingo. You can enter half here, enter the remaining up here for a better average, reduces your risk as well. That's up to you, but yeah. Alright, and that caps off this video. Thank you guys for watching. This was actually a one whole take, so excuse me if I said anything wrong, I mispronounced things, but I hope the analysis was clear enough. Next video is actually not going to be an altcoin video. It's going to be a general rules that I follow video. I've got a lot of requests for that, so I'll go ahead and I'll make a short video on that. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys always for the love. I appreciate you guys so much. See you in the next one. Peace.